From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. For the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnissiah.
From the moment I discovered there was to be a sequel to this game, I had to replay it. Hello everyone, I'm Silverraptor and welcome to Mechanicus. So, I've played this game a number of times on my own time, especially when it came out. Again, when the DLC Heretic came out, I enjoyed this game quite a bit. And I've been watching how Mechanicus 2 over here is going to be coming out soon, so I said, heck, let's replay this. And if I'm going to be replaying this, why not record it? Do a record session for those who have never played Mechanicus 1 to come and enjoy. So, welcome if you want to come by and see this narrative-focused Mechanicus playthrough. You're in the right spot. So I'm going to go ahead and hit New Game. We are going to be playing on hard. This isn't going to be any kind of challenge, difficulty, or anything like that. This is just going to be just a playthrough. I have confidence in my abilities to relearn everything about this game. So on hard, I'm fine. Very hard, I don't want to deal with that. The easy mode with starting Blackstone. Anyways, we're going to do this on hard mode. I'm not going to do Iron Man, because after that honor mode and with Baldur's Gate 3 and having the save file scare me a few times that it messed up on a long playthrough, and this is going to be a long playthrough, I don't want to deal with that again. So this is just going to be regular playthrough, and I'm only going to backtrack if the files messes up and I have to go back to a cleaner save or something, because I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, that's it. And we're just going to get right into it. The 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleet serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from mankind's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the Imperial War Machines in gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weakness, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitarii troops. It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portent of doom. Across the benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses against a new dark age, or perhaps they will be the one to hasten its dawn. An echo in the new sphere, Magos. An old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Is it worthy of our attention? The great divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. we are weaker than ever. Though the Imperium at large knows it not, this represents an unknown but possible key to victory. An opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. The transmission's origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Omnissiah Solaris within the Ultima Segmentum. Search the rolls, Redditus. Gather them. 4 months later, which is actually a second in the bureaucratic time of the Imperium. Accessing Magos, last data log. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen. But be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear. I hope I have woken it. You hope you woken it? I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes. Threats to body and soul. But by the Omnissiah, I found such wonders. It's the last transmission of Magos Rasak. He vanished while on an explorator mission to investigate Xenos structures on Silva Tenebris. Hypothesis. He found something, and I really like Scaevola, mainly because they talk kind of in code, and I just find that completely fascinating. Also, fun fact, I only found out recently through the trailers that Scaevola is a she. I always pictured them as a he, but in my defense, they've basically scrapped out all of their organic parts to be able to distinguish between male and female. So, Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence and, if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means that we can call on no additional support from the Forge Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis. Peace for sector. Knowledge for mankind. +++ potential. +++ opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenos, Scaevola. Not appropriate them. Samiskirian manuscripts verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder. For to us, it will be as a house of sand and knives. And this is Vidix. I don't really like Vidix. He is definitely a very, very deep religious, Xenos hating guy. And not that Xenos hating itself is a bad thing, just that he is, he's like talking to a brick wall. He gets very boring to talk to very quickly. Magi, we are approaching the target coordinates. Thinking with Cadius Metallicon, requesting warp travel state. Weapon cache ready to the void. Gellerfield damage. Warp drive depleted. Krypton's gone rogue. Navis will not be pleased. We've lost 5 navigators this day. All of these errors are pointed out. Warp storms at Delta. Brace. Exiting the Empyrean. Location. Eastern Fringe. Planet. Tenebris. Coordinates. 3.141592. Okay, so it's at pi. I wonder if it'll be pumpkin. There she is. Temperate climate. Atmosphere standard, breathable. My Skitarii troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make landfall? And these are them. They're all set up. As soon as we are in stable orbit, Magos. Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Ecdart's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed. The Skitarii will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command's throne on board. Serval Skull, Redditus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We will make landfall at once. Yes, Magos. I'll set up a forward command post. Risak's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to an underground structure so your tech priest can begin the exploration. Agrolek sector located. The tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the pantia of age. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirit of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of invoking a merciless, guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and of death. This place seems abandoned at first glance, but as the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure. Then the sword of Omnissiah is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Let secrets of this world equal 0. I love the way they talk. It's so entertaining. I counsel caution, Magos Faustinus. Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saint 7.91. In the presence of the Xenos lies the invisible miasma of corruption. You know what? I think that's why I don't like Vidix the most. Every single one of his conversations has to be accompanied with a quote from the scriptures. Like, he can't think for himself. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if he was just like, I hate the Xenos. Here are my reasons why. Instead, he says, I hate the Xenos. Let me find the right appropriate definition of why I should hate the Xenos. Think for yourself, man. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Vidix. The structure is too deeply buried. At Scaevola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. The Explorator unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. There is no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. It would be a folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a moral threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension that a tech priest affords. I agree, Subdomina. I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Servo-Skull Reditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised, we are going in. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Within this tutorial, you'll have to explore the interface and discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. We'll help you out on this one. Yeah. There we go. Validate. Alright. So, we need to travel in through the chamber. Let's go to this first one. These Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are my undoers, Necrons, mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Magos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. This is the work of the alien, Magos. Codex Polymnius 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things. Sometimes techniques will feed back important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, our commander, to make decisions. There will be a consequence, so choose wisely. Ahead is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as a hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. Scrouge, destroy the obelisk. The monument to the alien must fall. Secure, direct the surrounding chamber for potential dangers. Scrutinize. Examine the inscriptions of the obelisk. I'm going to just go ahead and destroy it. Maybe we can get more blackstone from it. Scrouge. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Something's happening there. Something huge. Noctilus source detected, also known as blackstone. Request collection. Immediate. 150. Alright, I think they all would have been the same. 150. The cores are placed heavily shard on the obelisk, but when without warning, it spills open and a burst of exotic particles flood the chamber. Okay, well, didn't need to blow it up. Move on to the next chamber. nothing here. Alright, then we'll go in over here. Necrons. Rizak did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every data we have said they are as deadly as they are inhuman. Okay. Consistency. Follow established combat engagement protocols. It shall be done by the book. We could do caution. Do not charge into heedlessly or crusade. The aggressive stance. They will not be outmaneuvered, but risk running headlong. I'm just going to do consistency. Okay, fight. Nino's forms detected. Confirmed. Mechanicus cognitators now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this. Standard construct, Necron warrior. Weak spots detected. Plus none. Equal concerning. I wonder what the symbol emblazoned on their torso. It must. Do not underestimate Gauss weaponry. Highly volatile. This is true. I've heard our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. It is also, double-checking cognitators, widely known that they will plus self-repair, plus reanimate, or plus reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill Sakatari are the equivalent of a Class C graze to Necrons. Okay. Necron are here. At the start of every fight, you must decide the location of your units on the field battle. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Alright. Okay, so they have 12. What's their movement? I wish I could double check like their movement and such. Anyways, I think these positions are actually good. So, hang on. This guy is here. He has this damage. You know what? I'm going to start here. With him. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna be all sorts of aggressive. Whoops. You, my friend, will go here. And let's start this battle. To move a unit, left click. Yep. I know that. Alright. So we are going to go Faithful Servant Companion of the Omnissiah. Each tech piece has their own servo skull. Those are very helpful. Combat, cognition point collection. Select an enemy to find out the battle statistics. Yep, let's figure out this guy. Okay, so he's resistant to melee. Reveal the statistics of the enemy. Knowing your enemy stats will greatly increase your chance of success. Servo skulls reveal HP, physical armor, energy armor statistics. Then you decide what weapon types, physical or energy, work best against that target. And this guy only does 2 to 4. That guy has 4 with 1, so I can't kill him right off the bat. So let's go here. You just move your tech priest to a source of cognition points. Cognition points represent the valuable information to tech priests are harvesting. There are several ways to collect CP. The fastest way is moving your tech priest close to the source of combat points. There are many other ways to collect combat points, so look around to find out what they are. Point is slow at the bottom of the screen. Yep. Yeah, let's go ahead. Move on up. We are about to move you to cognition points. Tapping when you move with an orange movement outline. Confirming the movement. We'll use the cognition point, allowing you to move farther. Yeah, you can get where you can just have your tech move really far. And I'm just going to assume this guy is energy, so let's blast him. Aha! You did not reveal the statistic of this target, as a result the amount of damage dealt is unknown. Servo skull, specialized weaponries, and other skills reveals the life of an enemy. Killing Necrons isn't simple. Necrons are made of self-repairing metal that are able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. We call this the reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in the reanimation protocol, they'll be unable to fight, but will return to fighting condition soon. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. Oh, we're already over here, so might as well. And then we'll just end our turn. And these guys have quite far range, like that. Oh, we got enough cognition points to be able to use cognition point powered weapons. Some weapons like the Phosphor Serpenta require cognition points to use. Look at the right hand side to learn learn the CP cost of that action. Yep, I know. I am going to blast this guy. It's probably going to finish this. Yep. And we got the cognition point from them. No threat remaining. Pretty simple. All Xenos life forms purged. Your cohort's HP amount carries from each fight within a mission. Keep this in mind when exploring the tomb and look for opportunities to repair. Validate. Alright. Let's go on in. We'll go to this next area. Looks like there's going to be the vent here. Scaevola. Hypothesis formulation. Sarcophagi. Coffins. Burial places. Structural purpose designation 2. In the chamber head are several groups of structures, like upper coffins of an unknown material. Intrigue! Ensure you observe your surroundings carefully. Detailed pictographs of readings may be the key to success. Now we're just going to try to ignite it and destroy it. Ooh! We got +2 cognition points and 150 blackstone. The technique to open fire on the sarcophagi. The structure proves all but impermeable to normal small arms fire, but components of the strange Necron materials are stripped away and can be salvaged by the cohort for examination and repurposing. Alright, let's go to the next fight. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirling energy builds up around your troops. A quick Omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life forms. And the data feed opens up. Kill all enemies. Our guys are moving first. Interesting. Okay, so both up front. We do have full energy. I think he would go after. I'm going to say the Servitor. We're just going to go fight the power. Okay, so yeah, single target. Let's reveal this guy. He is energy. Alright, so let's go ahead, move this up here. And let's blast him with this. So he took 2 damage. And then I'm going to take this time. Just run on over here. And run on over here. And there we go. We are in here to restore our cognition whenever we need it. Now this guy I'm going to move up. I'm going to use this because it will reveal the statistics by hitting him with this. So, time to blast him. And he was energy too. So that used it. This guy immediately gets that. And I could run up and hit him with the blade, but what I'm going to do is to avoid taking unnecessary damage. Why don't we just go and just kind of fall back. And we'll just end here. Guy moves up. That guy moves up. Here come some scarabs. What are those? Opportunity equal knowledge. Gather. Must obtain. Required. Scarab detection. Source data surfacing. No life forms detected. Area safe. Continue forward. Redditus. Verify your cogitators. Then tell me what surfaced from Magos Risak's cogitator. Scarabs of an unknown Xenos race. Biology, synthetic, possible artificial intelligence. One specimen gathered, AI theory equal false. Personal recordings, weeks of studies show there are many variants of scarab, each of them with their own roles within the Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and deconstruct anything they encounter, they're able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed. Be warned, they are deadly in large swarms. It appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access some more of Rithak's data that we thought was corrupt. It must be due to us recording these Xenos forms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to these cogitators' records. It's unsure why he would lock this under synthetic proximity encryption. And that's open. We will get our cognition point full. You will be able to call in other members of the cohort as the battle goes on. This will happen at the start of every round. You will need cognition points to deploy troops. I don't need them. Okay, so... You probably can't hit us. So I'm going to use this to try to kill these scarabs here. Okay, well, given how many scarabs, that means there's 2 left. I'm going to go and hide this guy back behind here so he doesn't take any damage. These guys move up. And they replenish. That's not good. Let's kill this guy. Okay, so he won't take damage from him. Move up. When you enter melee combat in an adjacent square to the enemy, you're unable to use your ranged weapons as they're too dangerous to use at close range. Chop, chop! And it got them. Alright. And then we'll just move on back. I'll use this to reveal the statistics of these guys. 4 hit points, none of the armor protection. And then we'll end turn. Goes from 3 to 2 turns to reanimate. Move up. They repair him. Still done. Not doing anything like that. Okay, so have to be here. Yep, we got the last one there. All weapons have sacred machine spirits within them. The more you use a weapon, the more charged it becomes. When a machine spirit is charged, you'll gain a buff to the attack of that weapon. Each weapon's machine spirit will charge at a different rate. This is shown underneath the weapons icon. When you select the weapon, you'll see the buffs of the machine spirit within the tooltip. Yep. Plus 1 damage. Alright, so 3 to 5 damage. Let's, won't quite kill him, but, blast him. Okay, 5 damage. That's decent. I'm gonna just, don't mind me, go back to hiding back here. Okay, we're gonna move this up. And then, in case the guy's strong enough, we're just, you know what? Let me count. Oh, he doesn't have, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna blast this. Okay. And then we're just going to send this guy over here. Yeah, it goes down to 1 turn, goes down to 2 turns. I think those scarabs, they can't get them up right off the bat. Okay, we've got the cognition. Don't need these servitors right now. Move this guy over here. Let's try to blast them with this. Only 2 damage. Alright. Let's just grab this cognition from here. And then we'll end turn. And then we'll just blast this with this thing. Using up a couple cognition, but we gained that back from there. No threat remaining. All Xenos life forms purged. Alright. Last chamber, let's go. This symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms bring you closer to the end of a mission. Negative signs of hostile forces. Seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirmed. Permission authorized. Acknowledged, Magos. Protocol begins. What is the primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron forces, numbers, defenses, locations, any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary, source the purpose of this tomb. Why was it built? Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperium Archaeotech. This might take a while. Idea. Magos, if I may take host of this priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. New spheric interfacing complete. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestion Magos. Plus, deconstruct device. Plus, activate switch mechanisms. Plus, learn Necron language and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your list, Acquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanisms. Although I detest to do so, the promises of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos learning may be the only way to reach the Archaeotech we seek. Protocol updated. Confusion. New spheric interference? Disconnect at once. Purged. Reset. New spheric disconnect complete. Possible scrap code. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have unfavorable issues to deal with. Requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting. Explain. Aztec Acquisitor. Scaevola left suddenly. My cogitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign rigatories. Unclear a full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. 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 Remove yourself from the new sphere, Scaevola. Redditus, report. The tube is waking, sire. Reports from Skikari cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex their locals. We've lost contact with the Skikari that were covering the entrance to this tomb. We can hear noises of approaching forces. Improve protection protocols. Load weapons and ready for what is to come. We must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet burn. Life yet blossoms. Is it truly time?
Yep, this is the Necron Agrolek. And the thing what I really liked about this game is that you've noticed that all of the Mechanicus are talking to each other in basically sound bites of code being sent back and forth to each other. Yet the Necrons actually speak out words. It's a flip-flop on humanity and the alien that I truly love about this game. It's very clever. Thrones of Mars. What was that? An omnilinguistic transmission, Magos. It seems these mutant constructs are not the only inhabitants of this structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Not a pleasant one, I'll tell you that. Principal Xenos Warform sighted. Exotic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos Omnissiah. High value target confirmed. The hunt is on. What are your orders, Magos? Stand ground. Annihilate the Xeno filth with righteous fury. Or fall back. Get the tech priest out of there. Or capture. Contain the Xenos and return it to the Castius Metallicon intact so it can be vivisected and studied. Each of these will just determine our orders. Fallback is there's this zone that we have to run the tech priest around in order to be able to get out. Capture, I think we have to survive for 6 turns. Stand ground, I think we have to kill the guy. And the guy is hard. So... you know what, I'm gonna go for the capture. I'm a coward. If you insist, Magos, we will do our best, but I fear you may be overestimating our combat capacity.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
Fight! Yep, survive 6 rounds. I can do that quite easily. This is the final battle tutorial. Apply what you've learned so far and strive to obtain victory. The 41st millennium is a brutal place. You may lose this battle, but not the war. In Mechanicus, there are many alternative paths to discover. Alright, so our guy is there. We've got a Necron warrior here, Necron warrior here, Necron warrior here. Okay. We don't... we're full on this. We don't need any servitors. So I'm going to have this guy... you, Jeremiah. Who goes first? You go first. So you'd go down here. Alright, so I'm going to put him here, and then this guy I am going to put here. And start the battle. Okay, he moved up. You can rotate it with that. Okay, let's move forward. Okay. Oh, he's the... okay, you know what? Let's... you go next. Alright, let's review your statistics. Okay. So I can damage with this. It's not range of any target. Gotcha. Right. Okay. And I love this music when it's boss fight. Blast them! Okay. And then I'll move back. Hopefully this will shield me from them, though I doubt it. I think he's going to get a shot at us. No, he doesn't. Okay, that's good. Let's see here. Yep, I can afford to go here. And then, let's go and reveal this guy's statistics by blasting them with a gun. Ah, okay. So he has that. Let's go over here. I'm going to get another cognition. And then we'll go right on up and we'll hit him with this axe. Oh, critical hit. You kill the Necron unit with a critical hit. When you critically kill a Necron, they're unable to activate their reanimation protocols and are instantly teleported from the battle. Alright, we'll go here and I will use this to examine this guy's statistics. Yep, okay, so he's energy resistant. And then this guy. Alright, that's the end of the turn.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
I'm guessing by being abominations. And then he'll switch his resistance back and forth. Oh boy. He's a coming. Okay. And then this guy's gonna come up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, he can hit him. So I'm gonna put a servitor here so that it could take the fire, and I think I'll be done. Cognition. When servitors are hit in combat, tech priests take an interest, quickly noting down damage angles, projectile speeds, and other useful combat information to be used later against their enemies. This is represented by gaining a cognition point. Servitors are a very useful unit in all your missions. Yeah, servitors are meant to just die and take hits to give you abilities to use. Don't feel bad for them. They were probably criminals at some point. They're just serving their purpose now. Alright, so I'm going to move this guy up. And I'm going to blast this Necron with the gun. No, it's this one I wanted to shoot. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I screwed this up. Alright, well, that's fine. I'll just move on over here. Since his weapon's free, we're just going to blast and kill this guy. And, yeah, we'll just clean that up next turn. Reanimation protocol is going. We got the 2 types of units to control. Tech Priests, the 2 you've already commanded, or troops, such as this one you deploy onto the battlefield. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to as many weapons and skills as tech priests. However, they're useful and should not be overlooked. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna move him over here to basically draw that other guy over. And turn. And we're gonna move this guy here. And then... let's see if I... yeah, I can see him here. So let's just come on over here. Get that up, and then we're going to blast him with this, because he's resistant only to physical damage. It's going to get through full strength, so blast him. 6 damage. Maybe I should have just stood and fight and killed him. Probably could have done it. Ah, well.
How dare these wretched things stand before the Void Admiral of Cesaragon?
Now he switches to energy resistance, and then he moves up, and he kills the servitor, which is going to give the cognition point. Servitor 000001 has died. Do not worry, troops are cannon fodder designed to protect your tech priest from enemy attack. Without tech priest, your missions will fail. Okay. All this is done. Absorb that. I'm going to put the servitor here to intercept the Necron's attack. And... oh, he goes first this time? I'm just going to move him up here as a distraction. Okay, a second. I don't think I can hit him, so I'm just going to turn there. Should have actually put the tech priest closer and just start wailing on the guy. Oh, yep, he took damage. That gives cognition. That's good. With the machine spirit, I'm going to move here. Get the cognition. And we're going to heavily blast this guy. 4 damage. And then we're going to use up a cognition point to gain a cognition point. Alright. And I'll use this to reveal this guy's stats. Okay, so yeah, physical will take him out just fine. And we'll end turn. Yeah, I'll kill him next turn. Yeah, this will work. So, since he has his energy, I'm not going to blast him with this yet. I will, however, move this up. And use this, because this machine spirit immobilizes the target. So now he can't move. And then we're going to... let's see. I think I'm going to run this way. And... yeah, I'm going to put here so he can't be shot at by the Necron warrior. And then we're going to use this to grab this cognition here. I'm going to leave it open because we do have our tech priest up. Can't shoot at anyone yet. I'm going to end the turn.
When my fleet sails once more, vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
Pleasant guy. Though he is a destroyer, he just hates life. feet were too slow to kill life, so he's on a hovercraft. Nightmare Shroud, he's now resistant to physical, but he can't move because I immobilized him last time. Absorb that. And then, yeah, Servitor. I'll put the Servitor here. I can put it down another one, but I have no need to yet. So he is resistant to physical. So I am just going to move this guy over here so that this Necron has to come forward. Okay, that worked. I'm going to use this to kill this guy. So he doesn't come back. Necron you attack can teleport away to somewhere far beyond our reach. In practical terms, this means you've killed the target. And then we'll move this guy on up. And this guy won't do any damage to him. Let's see, but I can still try. So we'll... yeah, I can still build up the Machine Spirit. It is free to attack him. Damage absorbed. As expected. Let's go and get a new cognition. Alright, so that's good there. Okay, so it's this guy's turn. Not in range here, but I will be if I go here. So let's go on and hit him with Machine Spirit. Doing quite a bit of damage. I probably could have killed him. Much better than I thought. Okay. Then we're just going to put him back here. Oh, I just realized he's probably within range to be hit by that guy. There we go.
Do not think to challenge us. We who killed our gods.
Alright, he's energy going forward. And you kill the Servitor, which will give us cognition points. Alright, put another Servitor forward. This Servitor can get in range of this guy, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit him. 1 damage. Ha! Okay. When an enemy moves out of melee range, providing your unit has a melee weapon, the enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. An opportunity attack gives your unit a free melee attack on each enemy. Each unit can only perform 1 opportunity attack per round. Ha! Okay, well, that took him out. Let's come on over here. Blast him with this. And then let's go ahead and hide behind this guy. And I'm going to use this to absorb this obelisk's cognition. And that will be the end of the turn. This guy, I think I will move up here. That will be the end. And then you will come on up. I guess just for interest of time, it's probably better that we are just need to survive 1 more round. Oh, nice critical hit. I could have taken him, but yeah, could. I never actually killed him on this tutorial. I heard that if you do that, you don't have to fight him later, which, if that's the case, is hilarious. But oh well, we'll fight him later, and we'll end our turn.
Can you hear the trembling of the stars? Can you feel your whole galaxy's terror?
Okay, physical damage resistance. He's going to kill another Servitor. Yep, 7 damage. These will come back. We're going to get some cognition. But I think we won. Yeah, we did. But yeah, I got him down to half health. I was running out of Servitors, so. The cohort successfully survived the Xenos life forms. Confirm. Report, Kipra. Well, we got the squad out alive, Magos. That has to count as a victory under the circumstances. We encountered a Necron war form of capabilities well beyond our expectations. Yes, I do not need to hold my emotional engrams. However, battle won is not a success. We will eventually face losses on this mission. When this happens, we must press on, beyond our failures, to reach our success. And there is something else. The reanimation. The Necrons are waking up. It started when Rasak stumbled on the tube, but our arrival is accelerating the process. That obelisk may have been a form of intruder alarm, and now the sarcophagi in the tomb are starting to open. Then we no longer enjoy the luxury of time. Whatever we do on Silva Tenebris, we must be done before the Necrons awaken completely. We do not even know yet how far the tomb complex extends. We are under the gun then. Omnissiah preserve us if our duty is ever easy. I returned sorrow and despair from my emotional course, but I see they lacked the logic to determine decision-making. Instead, I chose to quarantine them and adjust our approach. The word of the Omnissiah teaches us that when one method fails, another must be sought, until all are exhausted. Then what are your orders, Magos? The Skitari will explore the tomb chamber by chamber and maintain a foothold. My tech priests will be deployed to achieve crucial objectives and respond to crises. Time may be a factor, but our mission can only be achieved with the thoroughness of a full deployment. I shall mobilize the Skitari immediately, Magos. Opportunity detected. Leader forms of Necrons rarely / never observed. Potential of +++ intelligence on Necrons added to sum total of human knowledge. Imperative. Focus on acquiring artifacts. Intelligence. Data from... Hold your blasphemous tongues, Scaevola. You counsel the abandonment of our very souls. Life of Archmagos Boreas. Appendix 9. Only our objectives should be death to the alien and his works. All else is deviance from the Omnissiah creed. If intelligence gain equal true, then go to victory. Aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown is to fight in the dark. Better in ignorance than in heresy. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it. There will be bloodshed enough on Silva Tenebris without the Magi coming to blows. In our purpose we are united. This is the will of the Omnissiah. And it shall be done. Yes, it shall be done. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Magos, the readings from the tomb are troubling. The Skitari have been monitoring the structure we uncovered, and what they have found gives me grave concern. Explain, xenobiologist. The Necron construct forms are waking up. It seems Magos Rasak accidentally began the process, and our intrusion into the structure hastened it. These Necron reanimation protocols are continuing in the tomb we entered, and from the energy spikes across the region, there are other structures yet to be uncovered. My plan for the exploration of Silva Tenebris will locate these structures and contain the constructs within. That may not be enough, Magos. I have detected a repeating pattern in the reanimation protocols, and the rate the Necrons are awakening. They are speeding up. Can you be certain? The Necrons are machines. Machines acting according to patterns and programs. If the reanimation protocols continue to accelerate, they will fully awaken every Necron on this planet in 264 hours. That's not a lot of time. Given the extent of the buried structures, that will constitute a Necron army beyond this mission's ability to contain. I see. Then our time here is limited. Strategic calculations indicate time spent deployed on missions will affect the overall number of missions we'll be able to deploy. I will send Skitari scouting parties to discover other tombs and create forward positions for your high-priority mission, sire. If the threat of Silva Tenebris is not assessed and eliminated before full reanimation is reached, we will be forced to abandon the planet. Look at the top left corner of the screen. This is the Necron Awakening meter. This shows how many Necron tombs have awoken. Try to gather as much information and tech before reaching 100%. Yep. I fear they are right. I feel fear too. This is part of my humanity I've chosen to retain. but I can quarantine it in my neural vaults and choose instead to focus on what must be done. We must choose our missions wisely. It will not be easy. And Omnissiah did not send us here to do anything else. The threat to humanity present on this world will be eliminated, and we shall not leave. Thus the equation is balanced. It is the will of the machine god. Acropis sector located. This tomb is bathed in sickly green light that serves not to illuminate, but only to make the shadows deeper. Every surface seemed connected via filaments of alien light. The design here speaks of Xenos tech heresy, forbidden knowledge in the structure as alive and aware as anything inhabiting it. Early exploratory readings indicate the walls are made of a substance not known to the rituals of metallurgy. Abstract designs carved into this substance suggest unknown regions of space mapped according to some alien understanding. The weight of such blasphemy slows the steps of the first troops to enter here. The heresies of knowledge are deadly enough, but it seems unlikely they are the only dangers here. Welcome to the Caspius Metallicon, an Arc Mechanicus class battleship. This class of ship is one of the largest in Imperium and is only afforded to the Adeptus Mechanicus. From here, you're able to customize your tech priest and prepare for the mission ahead. You can select missions and character portraits on the left screen. Before we go on a mission, we should inspect the crypto tech priest. Head over. Alright. Cohorts. Welcome to the cohort quarters. Here you can see all the available tech priests and troops units currently unlocked. Troop units are shown at the top of the screen. Here you can see what skills each troop has available and all statistics for each unit. Tech priests are shown in the bottom 6 slots. Now these guys have reset, and we don't have the same weapons available because that was a tutorial, but that's fine. So, what we're going to do is, I do generally like to make this guy kind of a more range focus and this guy a more melee focus. There is something here. I'll just open up. Why am I trying to explain it? Welcome to Test Priest customization screen. Yes. There are many ways to customize the tech priest. You can change their weapons, backpacks, whatever. You can upgrade your tech priest. Head to the split buttons and the tech priest portrait now. So we're going to upgrade. This is the discipline screen. From here you can upgrade your tech priest using Blackstone. Each discipline is focused on a different play style. Select one of the skills from one of the 6 discipline skill trees now. It says 6, but it's actually 7 because I've got the Heretic DLC, and I guess I didn't update this when you unlock that. So, these are the different ones. Explorators take on the quest for knowledge more than any other discipline. They reach far into the depths of unknown space, searching for lost archaeotech, new species, and even new worlds. Secutors are masters of man and machine. They wield the often rare trait of charisma. With their inspiring leadership, they're able to multiply the efficiency of Skitari tenfold. Tech Auxilium, an often overlooked discipline. The Tech Auxilium takes the task of other tech priests avoid. They are the oil within an engine. They keep the great Mechanicus cog running as smoothly as they can. Lex Mechanic, rigorous catalogers. Lex Mechanics compile, analyze, and run data entry tasks. They're capable of finding valuable data among indecipherable text, maps, and other obscure forms such as enemy weaknesses in battle. Unlike other Engine Seer, unlike other priests, Engine Seers are found to serve on almost every Imperial planet in the galaxy, seeing to the well-being and maintenance of all things mechanical. Dominus. A Dominus is heavily trained for the art of war, using their skills to monitor and calculate highly complex battle maneuvers in the blink of an eye. And Zenorite. A secretive Zenorite seek to understand and even use dangerous alien technology. Theirs is a discipline that can reap the greatest rewards and the foulest of corruption. Alright, so this guy's going to be kind of generally more range. So I'm going to go around Dominus to get +4 to the ranged weapons, because the next one that we can get is the attack servo protocol that deals 1 damage to target. And this is a very, very strong protocol, because that 1 damage to target means when a Necron is down and is in the reanimation phase, yeah, just send a servo skull to just knock it out, and then you don't have to worry about it reanimating. It's a good way to just quickly get knocked out Necrons off the field without wasting any actual actions to shoot at it. So we definitely want to get that, but first I'm going to go and enhance this weapon here. In order to upgrade, you must have enough Blackstone. When you rank up, you'll get augmentation slots, skills, and body parts. Okay, these are the augmentation capacity. +4 to range weapons. Okay. Having a diverse team is advised. However, the choice is all yours. Tech priests can be multidisciplined, meaning they can learn skills for more than one discipline. Yep. You have enough augment capacity to equip this tech priest with a weapon. You can see the capacity amount for items within the tooltip. Drag a weapon onto a slot using... yeah, whatever. Alright, so the axe, single target, triggers an opportunity attack, deals 3 to 5 physical damage to a target. Single target ranged attack reveals target statistics, deal 1 to 2 enemy energy damage to target. So I'm going to move the power axe onto this guy, and then we have another, because this only uses up one of those wrenches, augmentation, so I'm just going to pop that along there, just going to get the +4. So we've got this, and I could rank him up again, but the thing is that all I can do is just do like an extra body part, which would be one of these. Not going to do that just yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip over to this guy. We're going to upgrade him, and we need to figure out what we want to do with him. This guy kind of had running around with melee with my first playthrough. Like this, revealed enemy statistics when in melee range. Can be useful. But I think for the moment... this could be good if we have anything that uses a lot of cognition points. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to Lex Mechanicus so that we can get 1 cognition point if our gauge is empty at the beginning. So I'm just going to go and do that. And then again, we're going to also equip this guy with an axe. This guy we're going to put a gun, but I'm going to put it on the other side so we can kind of tell them apart. And then, yeah. That's them. We've got the servitors. They collect 1 cognition point when hit by an enemy. They have a claw. It deals 1 to 2 physical damage to a target. Let's check our tech. This is the list of technologies collected so far. You can find tech such as weapons or items on missions or as reward for completing missions. This is a collection of weapon blueprints you have found so far. The blueprints known as standard template, constructs, fragments, or simply STC fragments. So we've only got these 2 weapons. Here, the STC fragments for items can be implemented into your backpack slots. These give support-based skills such as healing and damage-absorbing shields and more. There are 3 versions of each item. Each version increases in power. Here are our troops and what level they've achieved so far. We only have the Servitor level 1. This list shows all ship upgrades you've acquired so far. Ship upgrades affect your repair efficiency between missions, the number of tech priests you can access, and so much more. So we'll find it out. These are your canticles, also known as canticles of the Omnissiah. These are the prayers that can be used in-game. Canticles are unlocked by completing the quests that are listed on each canticle. Once the quest for the canticle is complete, you'll be able to take the canticle on missions and use its incredible abilities. So yeah, we can see there's a lot of stuff. Just complete missions. Complete missions without canticle. I just need to do that 3 times, so we're probably going to unlock this early on. That goes well with the physical damage, and then we have to use a bunch of them. So yeah, we'll work on those. So yeah, that's basically the beginning. And then here are the missions here. We can click this. This just shows different sectors. This sector is awakening and process. Acropolis sector located, and here are the other sectors as well. So yeah, and then we can go and click on this for missions, but I'm going to do that in the next episode because this has been kind of a long introductory to the tutorial, and I've been talking for a while. So I think we're going to cut it here. And the reason why I like the tutorial, even though I know everything, and I just absolutely obliterated that fight out of the water, is that there's so much storytelling in the tutorial, and that's what I love. Like, you start getting an idea of who the different magi are, what their motivations are, why they're here, how things are going, the tombs are waking up, limited time. You're just sucked right into the atmosphere of this game, and I love it. And I hope you guys all follow me on the next episode as we continue on playing the Mechanicus. So, until the next episode, I'll see you then.